Oh, well, good morning. Beautiful Sunday. Well, -5, but like it's weird because it's way warmer, or at least it feels way warmer right now than it did yesterday. And yesterday it was 0 degrees. So I don't know if it's a humidity thing or what it is. That's actually, I've noticed that quite a bit this winter when it was, it was really, really cold and it didn't seem that bad. You know, you throw on a pair of long johns and go outside. But the minute it warmed up a little bit, it seemed to get colder almost. So I'm just out here right now. I'm going to plug in my tractors, this 430 case and that 4440. These circulating heaters are just incredible. They just start cooking instantly. Much better than these element style heaters where this is plugged in and it's just a tube that goes in and back. I don't even know exactly how they work. If there's some sort of gas or something in the tube that also heats up, because I think there must be. I don't think it's just the fact that the electricity heats it up. Something I can Google, I suppose. Wow, has like this winter been the season for me to get sick. So with the whole COVID thing, we were really lucky. We were, basically isolated on the farm, and I hadn't gotten sick for like 2.5 years. And even up until then, I mean, I usually got sick, a little bit every year, but it was usually never nothing too serious. A day or two of feeling some discomfort, and then right back to your regular self. Never needing, I can't remember ever taking a whole day. Like, in fact, the whole time I worked on a drilling rig, I never had a sick day. So, but that illness I got in November, that laid me right out. And there was definitely a day or two there where there was no way I could have worked. And I started to get like a stomach bug about 3 days ago. And that has been also a little bit more than a guy needs. So hopefully today is on the mend. I did dummy about 5 pancakes this morning, so give the stomach something to work on, I guess. Yesterday, this stupid find a light here, thermostat cover. I came out, this was parked out in the feed shed, and this top coolant tank was empty. And it was all running down around the engine. So I put on, I took these out and I put some of that gasket maker in there. And interestingly enough, the stuff that we had when I Googled it, because of course the box it came in is gone, it said good for thermostat housings. So I'm going to fill this back up with coolant now. It's been sitting overnight, so it's got should have had enough time. And then I got to check this. Make sure there's still oil in there, because that one leaks a little bit. At least I think it does. Oh yeah, it doesn't leak a little bit, actually leaks quite a bit, so I better check that. And then I better get on the old Google box and find a seal for that, because do not want to run that out of oil, because that would be expensive. Well, I got my reservoir full of coolant. Unfortunately, I think it was leaking onto the backside of this thermostat housing, which is really hard to see. But I did shove a mirror back there. I haven't had it running yet. But I'm going to, just going to leave it full. I blew it off with air for a little bit that was around there, so it's good and dry. And then I'll come back out in an hour here or two once my tractors are warmed up from being plugged in. Then I will check that oil in that wheel there and probably start making bags. So I think the family is going to take off this afternoon. I'll go over for early supper, but I don't think I'm gonna venture too far from the house here today. Still not feeling 100%, and I'm gonna have a busy week next week, so I want to get on the mend, get fixed up here, because we're gonna have some possibly fertilizer to pick up, some canola to haul, some mulch to haul, some peas to clean, if the weather stays nice, we'll probably set up our cleaner, get that stuff going. So lots to do. It is only, it's only February yet, but March can get quite busy, and the first part of April can get quite busy, because it's not unrealistic to think we couldn't be in the field doing something by about the 20th of April. Generally not seeding, but doing some field work, cultivating, disking, going out, pushing the trees that the wind and the winter has knocked over into the field. You gotta go push those off so you don't have to drag your seed drill through them, stuff like that. And the minute that stuff gets going, you want to have your seeding equipment ready, your seed back in the yard, and be ready to go for when the ground's dry enough. All right, well, I got back to the shop here. I ran in, had a little more coffee, and grabbed my book so I know what bags to make. But I had loaded a bag earlier this morning, and I don't see any coolant under here. So I think that maybe my makeshift gasket worked. Of course, I won't know until I run it here for the day. And there's going to be some drips because there's a belly pan under this engine, almost like a skid plate, and everything, anytime there was ever a little bit of a spill or hose blow or whatever, it just kind of stays in there. So it kind of drips forever until the spring when you can get it all washed out. I also got this plug out, checked the oil in that hub, added a little bit. It didn't need much, but better safe than sorry. So now I'm going to head out, grab my scale, and start making some bags. Yep.
What was it?
D6.
D6 is a miss.
Where does these come from?
They got another one.
Are you thinking?
Nope.
F3 was a miss.
And mine here.
Did you get him right at 7? Make sure he's right on there. Now shoot.
7, miss.
Mommy, what one did we say?